Today I'm going to talk about Peter's Pence. Now, Peter's Pence is a second collection taken up for the good works that the Pope does. This collection is taken at the end of June, and when I looked into the financials, I couldn't find anything. Because it's through the Vatican, it's collected by like the USCCB and then given to the Vatican. But because it is through the Vatican, there are no financial statements. The Vatican's regulatory agencies are much less restrictive than they would be in the United States. Now, when I looked into the financial statements, all the website said was this money goes to help combat poverty in Africa and poverty in Eastern Europe, but it didn't have any dollar amounts. And then just this week, we found out that there was a raid at the Vatican over a financial scandal, a massive financial scandal to the tune of $250 million. Now, in the Catholic News Agency article that I've linked below, it says that a lot of it came from Peter's Pence. This money was used to purchase properties at an extremely inflated price in Great Britain. What this means is that the Vatican officials used this money to purchase properties at a much higher value than it was actually worth, so they ended up losing a lot of money on these properties because they significantly overvalued them. Cardinal Maradiaga, who works in the Vatican, he's formerly from Honduras, he claimed that there was nothing to see, it wasn't a big deal. He had his own financial scandal in his diocese in Honduras. He also had widespread claims of homosexual harassment in his diocese that he covered up or ignored. So I wouldn't say he's a very trustworthy person to be talking about a financial scandal, but for us, we need to not overlook this fact of this major financial scandal that was in the Vatican. It wouldn't have even been released had Italian journalists not obtained information on the raid in the Vatican. But it got overshadowed by people throwing the pagan idols into the Tiber River. Now, there's not much we can actually do about it. We just have to keep an eye out for it. But there is one thing we can do. We can withhold donations from Peter's Pence. We're going to need to hold them accountable, at least through our donations. So with so much negative news going on with the Vatican, definitely don't overlook this financial scandal. I'm going to keep an eye on this and let you know if I find out any more information.